Good morning, and good morning. So, as I said in my last video, I wanted to just tell you guys a little bit about what came up from my client's retreat day. Now, once again, every retreat is going to look different based off of who you are and what you need and what you know I feel or I'm guided to do for you, right? And so for this client, we went to the Museum of National Art, and it was a day exactly what she needed. And we spent 8 hours just talking and exploring some questions, and while using the art as a starting point to kind of see what is reflected. And what came up was so beautiful, and she's gonna let me know, you know, everything else. But as we ended the day, she came to this realization of just not knowing, you know? And, excuse me, sometimes the not knowing of where you want to go is exactly where you need to be, you know? I think so often we try to force an outcome or force something, force a path, force ourselves to create these boundaries or whatever it is. And we may not be ready to do that. Yet, in the same breath, you're creating these, you're still moving forward. And so that's one of the things that I helped her recognize, was that although she was not ready to do the hard things just yet because of a place of comfort that she's in, she has been making steps forward, right? To, she is making steps that are benefiting her life, right? And we all are at different stages, and there's no judgment. And one of the things that she brought up was that she was like, I'm fearless, this and that and the other. And I told her, I was like, you know what? Being in the space that I was in, like being who I am now, you have to be willing to like pay the cost of who you want to be, right? And what you want to see in your life. And that's scary. It's scary, but I knew that there were things that I had to do in order to get me to where I really wanted to be within myself, which was confident in my decisions, grounded in who I am, and all these other things. And it didn't come without a cost, a cost to taking the leap of faith, a cost of, you know, putting boundaries up that needed to be up, put, ending relationships from all different standpoints that needed to end. And it's really an openness and a willing of where you are. And so during her retreat, basically, she realized that although she knows what she needs to do, there may be other things that there's some things within herself that she has to be open to confronting first before she's able to actually take that action. And that's really true. Like, you have to be willing to confront yourself first, fully and openly and honestly, before you can put those things into action. Because once you do whatever you do, you don't know what's going to happen on the other side of it. But also, too, one of the beautiful things about taking the leap of faith in whatever way that looks like is that you may be surprised what is on the other side of that. Something amazing can happen. And I told her the story of how I took this leap of faith in my business, and knowing that this is what I needed to do, regardless of what anybody else around me was saying. I took this leap of faith, and I've taken so many leaps of faith within so many different things, and some of them landed, some of them didn't, but I trusted the path, and the path showed itself, and the reflection that I received back is constantly confirming to me that I took the right path on whatever that leap of faith was. And sometimes the leap of faith that I took wasn't like on the other end, like it wasn't liked. And that's okay. But also on the other end, amazing things have happened, and I'm in alignment with who and what I need to be in alignment with. And so it really is an openness and a willing to just take that leap of faith and believe in yourself and trust that you have the tools, the resources, the everything that you need. And so our retreat was so beautiful, and she gained so many things, so many insights of where she is, and honestly, like truly of where she is in her journey and in her life, and the things that are being reflected back at her. And so she understands what she wants to do and what she needs to do, and also understands that she's in this space of feeling as though she's not ready, and nothing can be forced. You have to be ready to do it, and sometimes doing it when you're not ready is one of the best things that you can do, but it really is based on the individual. And that's it. Like, and so it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And typically when I do these retreats, the day retreats, it's typically done with you. It's a part of the one-on-one coaching program, and so it's already included in the one-on-one coaching program. If you like to just do a day retreat, I don't do just day retreats. They're a part of the one-on-one coaching program only. But there are other opportunities to do retreats that are 2 days with a group of people. But the solo day retreats are a part of the coaching program because you've gone through this program with me of uncovering and looking at where you are and how it is affecting your life and aligning yourself to the things that you want to. And the thing about it is that, like, sometimes I have clients who embrace the change, and even like I have a client now who went through my coaching program 2 years ago, and she is still doing so amazing. Her life is just flourishing even still, but that's because she chose to do the work and confront herself fully. And I have other clients who they confronted themselves in different ways, but maybe not as fully, and so they're still working through wherever they are, and that's okay. Like, that is because that is where they need to be, but they have the tools and they understand where they are, and that is the biggest thing that you gain, is an understanding of where you are and what you need to change. So you never leave without understanding where you are and what you actually need to change or confront about yourself or confront within your life to see that reflection that you want to see on living a life that you actually love. Because living a life that you actually love, it all comes down to you and you are, what you feel and believe and hold to be true for yourself, that puts you in that place of living a life that you actually really love. Because I believe that we are all deserving of that. And it always begins with yourself. It always begins with yourself. And just your openness truly. And so it was such a beautiful day, and just sitting outside in the gardens, exploring the museum, and we had dinner after, and the whole day was just about her. And I shared a few stories of where I was to where I am now in regards to some decision making and understanding why I made those decisions. And because it was centered around some of the things that she is working through. And yeah, it was beautiful. It was really, really beautiful. And yeah, I look forward to doing more retreats and continuing to just help women uncover what it is that is holding them back. Because essentially, the only thing that is stopping you from living a life that you actually love is whatever we each individually are allowing us to hold us back, when in reality nothing has to hold us back from living a life that we actually love. So yeah, but it was beautiful, and I hope whoever is watching has a wonderful and beautiful day. Namaste.